Did you get it?
Yeah.
So we are live. Are we live?
We're live.
Love it. Love it. I ran out of gloves, so I'm using the. Oh my goodness, you guys! I don't even have my mic on. So I don't know if you can hear me, but I was just using the
I don't think that
Subway Special.
it's live.
Why? It says live.
It might be on private. Oh, there's one person.
All of my ads are. Okay, we're live for real. And I was going to show you my handy dandy stand mixer and how it works and etc. However, my resin's touching itself. Therefore, I only have a few minutes.
Let's see what it looks like in the box.
And you can see what a dirty one looks like.
What it looks like all together.
I really love the stand mixer because I can just like set it and forget it. I can just put everything in there and walk away and it just does what it needs to do, especially when there's like that reverse button. So the AI button that's on here, you set it and that will automatically mix it for 3 minutes, reversing every so often.
There's all this stuff that comes with it. That's your little.
That's new.
Yeah, a little silicone mat.
That is very not ideal.
Oh, I know. Ooh, this is kind of heavy. That feels heavier. It's a little stand.
Stand looks bigger.
Ugh! How did this not fall?
Magic. Ugh. He's popping all of my cups.
That's that goes in the bottom of that. Feel that? That's heavy.
It is heavy. Which I'm glad.
So, yeah, it's a little more industrial like.
Just gonna hold the mic closer to you so they can hear you. While he's unboxing this, I am mixing the resin.
You got 3. Oh, 4. Wow.
That's way more than. Oh no, I think I had. I don't know. It was either 2 or 3 last time. I only know where 1 is.
Pretty jazzy. And then you get your little cord.
Oh, this one charges. This one, my first one, you had to put batteries in it. There's no chargey port. Also, highly recommend wrapping it in some kind of saran wrap so you don't have buttons that stick like mine.
Yeah, here, let's show them this stuff that we normally put on our back.
I can show you guys things. Hello, Brenda in Florida. We love Florida. If you hold on just a second, the show will get a lot more exciting. Oh, well, we may have to just look for it later. We have like a saran wrap just for wrapping our everythings.
Yeah,
I think Jen sent us.
You could just put like a saran wrap over this just so that kind of put it loose so you can turn it off, turn it on. But
what is that bottom? Oh,
I don't know.
One way, the other way, and so it's on, right, on, left, and stop. It doesn't have the button anymore, so that makes me a little bit sad that you can't preset it for 3 minutes. But it's not the biggest deal. Well, I don't have time to see because I'm using Quick Coat.
I'm gonna just turn it on.
All right. You're just going to see if it goes for 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was kind of a seller, right? Like,
I really liked that it had the reverse button on it. That, I mean, not the reverse button. We're just going to need 2 more. That's done.
sorry, y'all.
The AI button where you could just push it and it'll go one way and then the reverse way a bunch of times, and then it'll just mix for 3 minutes so I don't have to time it. Either way, with this one or the old one, you still have to scrape the sides of your bucket. Don't forget to do that. I'm just pre-warning you because it's not going to scrape the sides on its own. So in order to get a complete mix, you still have to do that. Okay. So I am using the Alumilite Quick Coat today.
Don't put too much pressure on your art.
And I'm using it because I need to move fast. I don't want to fiddle with it too much today. I'm a little bit under the weather, so I am going to do a speedy run through this look. And this is actually kind of the inspiration for this look. I loved it so much. But I'm going to do with just a little bit more of the whites and less of the colors because I want it to be more of a spearminty type of marble instead of a, that's a lot of spearmint. Okay, so I also just got a shipment in of something, my resin art. Oh, the brand, that is Istoyo. I don't, it's right here if Jeff wants to zoom in on that brand name. I do have it linked down in the description box. It should be the first link down there if you're interested in getting one. Ordering from our links to Amazon really helps us out. So I hope you do. I mean, Black Friday on Amazon is coming up. Should be pretty big, pretty interesting. And so we'd really appreciate. So because I want to use less of the aqua color and less gold, I'm just mixing a lesser cup size amount of those. So I'm going to do, huh? Okay. It may. So I'm going to do in these or in general?
In general.
Well, had to work with what I had. And I don't have my new mixing cups here, so in order to get an even mix, just had to make it do. All right, so we're gonna do, give up. We're gonna do an opaque white. I'm gonna do an opaque pearl. I would use Just Resin Titanium for your white. And then I'm going to be using, nope, not on. Cool. I thought I was going to use pearl, but apparently not. We're going to do base cell white. Nope, top cell white. I'm going to do, not going to do an opaque top cell white. I'm going to do a slightly translucent top cell. Thanks for helping me mix, my bee. And then I'm going to mix a Milky Way or Shooting Star. This is such a nice color. By color, I mean it's an elegant glitter. Make sure you turn it off or you'll make you go crazy. Tudor, are you talking about the... what made you go crazy? I'm also mixing up aquamarine. I'll show you all these colors up close in... This is supposed to be in a tiny cup. I didn't think that would work that well.
Did it all come out?
All of it. Science.
What sticks are we using, babe?
We're using our sticks. Sorry, I'm trying to think of what I'm doing instead of explaining a bunch of stuff just right now, because I'm using the Alumilite Quick Coat, the amazing Quick Coat that has UV resistance in it, just like the Art Coat, but it also has not a long working time. So I'm moving kind of quickly. So the colors I'm using are Azure Mist from Resin Art, which I just got in. Nope, not Azure Mist. It is Aquamarine by Resin Art, which I just got more in stock. I'm using Interference Oyster, which I just got more in stock. I'm using Milky Way slash Shooting Star, which I just got more in stock from Color Passion. And I'm going to be using...
Feels like it's getting hot.
I know it's getting warm. So still trying to move fast. Old Gold is the other color I'm using, also from Color Passion.
Pro tip, if you have paper hanging off of your table and you sometimes put it down on the sides, do a little crease right here so you can see the edge of your table so you're not putting it on the fold down.
The fold down. Okay, I'll give you an up close of the colors in just a moment. So I'm going to start with just some of the clear. Not much. I'm just trying to skim the surface a bit, grease the pan as it were.
Don't push down on that, remember.
Yep. It doesn't take much.
She just spray painted a piece white. That's what you're seeing down there. She just needed
I needed something to pour my resin on. And so this is an old piece that I've had for a while. It wasn't moving.
It looks like she's used it a couple times for...
I have. I've used it a few times.
Samples.
Gotta do what you have to do when you don't have a stir stick in there. Okay, so I'm just greasing a board. I'm just putting a real thin skim coat. I'm only doing a thin skim coat because if you put too much resin down, then it's just gonna wanna roll right off your piece because it's gonna self-level at an 1/8 inch just on its own. That's just what resin does. And just like water, once that surface tension on the edge gets broken and things start to flow, it's all gonna flow. So we don't wanna put too much on the surface. Meow. I'm gonna start with the Milky Way. I love Milky Way. It's such a beautiful multicolor looking, I guess interference, but also, I mean glitter, but it's also such a fine particle that it doesn't feel like a glitter. It's like an elegant background glitter. And I know that seems counterintuitive, but it is what it is. This next color I'm using is Interference Oyster. It is a beautiful pearly.
I would mix up just a little bit more because I just mix it up.
Oh, mix it.
Just mix it.
I thought you meant put more in it.
Yeah.
So I put this in to an opaque consistency. Consistency? Maybe not. Consistency is not the right word, but an opaque finish, sheen. I don't know.
Looks like mother of pearl.
It's very similar to a mother of pearl, but it doesn't have the, I don't know how to say what I'm thinking right now. Just gonna put some breaks of white through there. Now, I'm gonna try not to spill everything while I mix up just a little bit more of the Milky Way. And I'm gonna build a dirty pour at this point. So I'm just gonna put my Milky Way, some of my white, swizzle of gold, swizzle. This, no, the stick's too big for that hole.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Well, you can already see the gold flecks floating up. More of the white. Oh my goodness. Things are too sticky for these gloves to be this large. First world, I know. And I'm just layering big no, needs more pigment. I always overload my powders, which includes dry paste. So this one is called Aquamarine. Love it. It's a little bit of a darker aqua than the Spearmint that I used on the last one, but I really love the purpley bluey interference of it. We'll see how well it works with my ideal. So I just did one swizzle of the gold and one swizzle of the aquamarine.
Swizzle.
It's a unit of measure. I can't help it that I don't know regular terms of measurement. And then I'm topping it off with the rest of my everything else that I have. So give it a swirl for good measure. It looks like a marble because it's got so much clear in there.
I wish you would be over here. Yeah.
Well,
It's just gonna blend together.
I don't know what's going to blend together. Okay. So now that I have my general flow of everything, oh, I didn't put my opaque white in there. It's fine. I'm going to not go down the middle. I'm going to be just slightly off on a side. And see that squiggle right there? That's from hesitation. I kind of stopped to see where I was going. And that's what happens. If you have a consistent like speed that you pour out, then you won't have those little swizzles or just hesitation lines like that. I really try hard not to put like a big river of color down the center of my pieces because that can be distracting. So I put the thicker rivers on the outside. TG, it is definitely science. I'm just putting some of my opaque lines in because I'm about to tilt it. And these opaque white lines are going to travel really nicely over everything else and give a lot of really nice depth. And the same with the gold, but I'm gonna have to move really quick with the gold because I want it to be a thinner line, and this gold will take over in a heartbeat. Okay, ready? Okay, ready? Okay. Yes, that was me amping myself up. It's okay if it kind of breaks in some areas. This is supposed to be like a natural looking stone, and nothing in nature or nature, however you want to say, is perfect. Oh, I didn't know that was over there. So the green that's on there, the aquamarine in this application, I guess because of the gold color theory, it looks kind of malachite-y. So right now I'm just popping the bubbles. And now for one of my favorite dance moves, the tilt. I've given the white time to kind of sink. So now when I'm tilting, our lines are going to kind of roll over itself. I'm going to tilt it down this way because of this. It's kind of rainbowing right there, so I'm tilting and stretching it that way a bit. And I always use my heat to kind of further help my resin along. I have to switch gloves real quick. This is my last gloves till tomorrow. So because I used a floating gold that floats and flecks in my dirty pour, that's why these little dots are populating like this. And some people may not like that look. Some people may. I don't mind it because there's little flecks of color in natural stone. Additionally, because I had an underpainting here, you can see kind of depth of tone in different areas. Like this area looks a little pinky. And honestly, I'm not mad about that. And this area looks a little pinky. There's a little purpley, a little blue down here. I'm not mad at that. So now that I have everything stretched and rolled and shaped a little bit, I am letting it relax for another couple seconds, and then I'm going to shift everything back towards the other corner. Oh, Carrie, you like swizzle? I think it's very appropriate. E-science. All right. So I'm going to shift everything back down this way. I'm going to give you a refresher of what colors I'm using, and we'll take it from there and see if we need to do anything else. In my head, I want to add some lines of the aquamarine, but also I know I shouldn't do it because it'll be too stark of a contrast. So I was just letting you guys in on my little mental dilemma. There is a little bit of texture in this piece because I didn't sand it before I started pouring today. Okay, I was gonna tilt all that down that way, but I'm aborting that mission because if I do that, then there's just gonna be a part in the middle of not color. See what I mean? Like this is kind of 2/3 in, and then this is the other. So I'm just gonna tilt it back because composition says you shouldn't have anything directly in the center. And I trust composition.
There's so much like
There is, because I didn't sand it. But I'm not mad at any of it. Should I add another gold line, or is it going to be distracting? Because it's like pretty line, broken, broken. I'm thinking about just edging up
All
this one.
This is what's bugging me.
I can't do anything about that. Your cat is watching Caddyshack. At least your cat has good taste in movies.
Maybe more teal, like a little harder. I could break that up through there and maybe squiggle or something. Or the really light lines of gold are bugging me too. Like I love these. I love that. It's so. Yeah, that looks good. Maybe do a little.
Okay, so whatever I do, I'm not going down the center, but then I can always tilt it around and change it if I need to. Yeah? Yeah. Nope. All right. And then we'll do gold. I'm just following along the lines that I've already established with the pour. And then as this resin just settles and relaxes on its own, it'll start to do its own little magic because we're using so many different kinds of pigment between the paste and the top cell and the base cell and all the cell. It's going to do a bunch of different things. And then if we don't like it by the end of it, we'll just put some alcohol on it and see what happens. I'm actually going to put some white as well. And then when we start to manipulate it around, it'll just roll it. Oh, it's getting gummy. That's the last white. I'm going to be able to.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it starts doing that. Don't try to use it.
Don't force it.
Abandon process.
So the amazing quick coat, it sets up amazingly fast, which is great for tumblers, maybe flood coats. It's just not going to shift that much more, no matter how much heat I put on it.
Good, that line did. That did a lot.
Anytime people ask us to do countertop, we always tell them we don't do basic countertops. Not that anybody's countertop is basic.
You can feel the heat.
Moon Fuego. Well, I really like these colors together. I wish I had more time to work on it, but also Jeff gave me strict orders that I can't do a long live because I need to relax and feel better. So I am not mad at it at all. Do you guys think those flecks of gold are distracting that are through it? Like those in there? Or do you think it kind of enhances the piece and gives it kind of an air of naturality? That's not a word. Naturality? Can we make it a word? Can that just go in the like Rolodex of, I made that up because it sounded good. I super love the interference oyster as well. Like this big patch of pearl right here. Ooh, and I'm getting cells. Okay. Love the flex, same Z's. Do you guys have any questions for me? Anything you need answered about resin, about this finish, about anything you've seen me do lately? Now's your time. Okay. Not distracting. Well, thank you so much, Angie. I appreciate all you guys watching and seeing what I've created today. Tudor says, flecks of gold are interrupting my double cheeseburger and curly fries with a side of Diet Coke. Well, at least you had Diet Coke. Well, thank you so much, Rose. I appreciate your suggestions and everyone else's. Cheryl, I completely agree. If you guys like what you see here, please consider subscribing to our channel. It really helps us out. Leave me a comment after the video posts. It shows YouTube that you like what you watch, and it just super helps our channel. The colors again that I used are the gold is Color Passion Old Gold. The aqua greeny color is Aquamarine from Resin Art. The white is Top Cell White from Color Passion. The sparkly that's in it, you can see it here and here, is Shooting Star or Milky Way from Resin Art. Ooh, there's a patch of it there. And then the Interference Oyster.
We can do a floor, but it would be a combination of a couple people.
We can do floors. We would bring in some of our associates to help us with that, including the people that came up with the formula for the flooring system that we use. Thank you, Tudor, for reminding people to leave me your thumbs. And you can get all the colors that I mentioned, the Color Passion Top Cell White, Old Gold, and the Resin Art Aquamarine, Interference Oyster, and Shooting Star. It says is your miss because I ran out of, I lost the cap to that. And then the Just Resin Titanium White. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be kind to one another because you never know what someone's going through.
And always remember, we do the tests.
So you don't have to. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central. No, we won't. I got errands to run tomorrow. It'll probably be an early or
AM live. Who knows?
It'd probably be a full AM live. We have a lot of stuff going on tomorrow as we get ready for the holiday. Oh, we have a sale on our website now through Thursday, pre-Black Friday sale. So you guys can visit me before you guys go to the mall. It's BF23, I believe. If you're subscribed to our newsletter, you already know about the sale. You've already gotten the email. Shoot me a message on our website if you need the code, and we will see you guys sometime tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe and ring the bell so you know when we go live. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
I said bye.